What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Welcome back to episode 2 of my West Indies Windies Career Mode, whatever you want to call it, on Cricket Captain 2018. We have won the toss here today. We've got some overcast conditions. We are going to have a bowl, and we have made just the one change to the lineup, which a lot of you guys did suggest, and that was to bring Shannon Gabriel back into the side in place of Joseph. Now that is exactly what we have done. We're going to just roll once again with just the wickets, because otherwise these recordings could go for a very, very long time. And just like that, Kemar Roach has gone and got Uwada for not many, it would seem, and that is the start that the Windies did need. We did get absolutely humbled, it must be said, in that last game, so it's nice to come back here and grab ourselves, well, I guess get off to a good start, which is what we have gone and done. But we just need to keep making sure that we can get through this Sri Lankan side and hopefully grab a few more wickets before lunch on day number 1. But that doesn't seem to be happening. Matthews, the unusual position of opener for him, definitely just a middle order batsman, but he is doing a decent job. He has just gone and passed 50, but Jason Holder is going to get one just before the lunch break, and I think that is Hetmeyer once again, yes, who has taken the catch at, what position would you call that? Silly, what is it? It's bloody, I don't even know. Yeah, silly for being in that close. It's a silly something. But honours probably pretty evenly shared, it must be said, heading into lunch on day number 1 with Sri Lanka 102 for 2, Roach with 1 and Holder with the other. Now, one thing that I did like as well that we were able to bat first too is we are playing 2 spinners in the side, and I'm hoping that this pitch is going to break up as we move on. There is a good catch down the leg side by Dowrich. We've kept him in. Keep Shy Hope in. A lot of you said to keep Shy Hope, so that is what we have gone and done. I want the big wicket of Matthews, though. He looks as though he is set, sorted, and in for a long one here, which is not what we want to see. We want to see him getting out sooner rather than later, and I'm going to bring in the spinner for the first time after 40 overs, and that is Bishu, who had a pretty good game last time around, did pick up quite a few wickets, but doesn't seem to be being as effective here, it must be said. He's not going for many runs. He is being economical, but he isn't picking up the wickets, which is what we want to see. And you'd have to say that Sri Lanka probably have owned this session with 80 odd runs being put on the board and just the 1 wicket going down. Matthews has gone and passed 100. I think that possibly might even be, I don't think, No, he's got test hundreds, that's right. He's one of those guys that for some reason or another just cannot seem to get a one-day century. He's got 2 in this game. I think he does have some. But he's one of those guys who will he'll go out, I think he averages about 40. Like, he'll score you 40, 50 runs every game. But he just can't quite get you up over the line. Get himself up over the line to go to 3 figures. And like the last game, Sri Lanka, after a bit of a shaky start, have really fought back and have taken this game by the scruff of the neck. And that is not what we want to see. And it is quite stupid as well that I have gone and used both of my opening bowlers right before the new ball is due. So we might even go and just bowl out a spin for a couple more overs. Leaves us 32 minutes. You know what? We'll take the new ball. Roston Chase has been ineffective. We're going to bring in Kemar Roach, who open things up. And we'll bring back Jason Holder, because I think he's been more effective, and there we go. The choice has been justified to bring the captain back in. He did go for 3 fours, and Dick Weller's gone for 99. What a partnership that was that the Sri Lankans did manage to go and put on, and you'd have to say that once again, it's only day number 1, but they have almost battered the Windies out of this game. Holder's gone and got another one. That's his 3rd, and it is Matthews for 166. So hopefully we can go through this middle to lower order very early on in day number 2 and maybe keep Sri Lanka under 400. Remember, they did score 500, I think, 550 odd in that first game, but that does not seem to be happening here, which is a bit of a shame. And our bowling has really been the point that has gone and let us down. There's another catch. Dowrich has had a very good game behind the stumps. He hasn't made an error yet, well, that we have seen. And he has got the silver for 46, bowled by Gabriel. His inclusion has been rewarded with the 2 wickets that he has gone and picked up so far. And the only thing that I'm hoping for is that we can go out and bat similarly Similarly, there we go. That is an absolute tongue twister. Try saying that 10 times fast. I bet you will not be able to. But hopefully we can go out and bat similar to the way the Sri Lankans have in this game, and at least get ourselves something, you know, to... Oh, there we go. Roston Chase, you beauty. And I don't know what I was talking about earlier, because now I go back and look at it, and we are not going to be bowling in the 4th innings. We are going to be batting in the 4th innings, which we saw what happened last time around was an absolute disaster. So I'm hoping that that is not going to be the same. Sri Lanka are moving along nicely here, looking like they are going to score 500 again for the 2nd time in this series. And the bowling has just been a touch. It just hasn't been quite there, and it has been what has let us down. It's been good in patches. Gabriel's been good today. He has picked up 3, but he has bowled a lot. And he is actually now going to be on a hat-trick. He's got Gamage there, LBW for a golden duck. And the next ball has actually gone for a 4. So great work there by the number 11, showing absolutely no fear. It's the hat-trick ball, and he's probably gone and played a wild wog across the line. And it has kind of worked out for him a little bit. Kemar Roach, just the 1 wicket for him. He is going to wrap up the tail though, and that's another catch by Darrich. He has been great behind the stumps there today. Good decision. It's quite hard. I do have Shy Hope and I do have Darrich that I can go and put in there, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 catches for Darrich. Hipmeyer gets 3 as well, and Sri Lanka make 493 all out. So all of a sudden, once again, we are quite in a battling position, it must be said. But hopefully we can go and get through this session unscathed, and then ideally if we could get through the afternoon session. I've spoken too soon. I was going to say get through the afternoon session on day number 2 without a wicket, then we could be in good shape to go a bit more aggressive at the start of day number 3. But that one there is absolutely plumb. It is swung in a mile, and that is not the start that we were after. Powell gone for 13 off of 38, and the Windies are 1 down with 45 on the board. And we are going to go and lose Braithwaite here as well, which means both openers are back in the hut, and things are just not happening here for the Windies, it must be said. It has been disappointing, I must say. We are only in episode 2, but just the way that things have gone so far have been disappointing, you know, just the way that the wickets have gone down. Here's another one. The players do seem to go and get starts and then seem to go and get themselves out. There's another one. Chase gone for 17, Powell 13, Braithwaite 30. These guys have all got starts. It's not as though they've gone out and been removed by an absolute peach early on. They have gone and got themselves in, played themselves in, and here is another example. Hipmeyer is going to go, and that's not what we like to see from the young players. Again, a player getting into double digits and then going and getting themselves out. It is not what we want to see. We're still 400 runs behind, and Bravo is going to go here too. So we're going to be 5 down. I was saying just before that I would have loved to have been none down heading into day number 3. We have now lost half the side inside 40 overs. And we're down to the wicket keepers, Jason Holder, and then after that there isn't a whole lot left for the Windies, and we're going to lose another one here. We're going to get absolutely humped, it seems, once again. And it is hard to say that because we are only in day number 3. But man, there is something that has got to change with this West Indies batting side if we are going to continue to climb up the rankings. And I don't see that happening anytime soon. I'm really hoping that we can get some good young players that are managing to come through. That there is a much better session. We didn't lose a wicket. Where has that been all this time? Jason Holder does now have the top score for the innings. It's real hard. I don't know if I want to bat him any higher than number 8. Just with the makeup of the side. If I did bat him at 7, it probably would be Hope or Darrich missing out, because we are playing, I guess, technically 2 keepers. But, I was going to say, we're going to go 2 sessions without losing a wicket. But Darrich has gone and missed, I don't want to say a straight one, because it is turning quite a lot here on day number 3. He's gone for 48. It's a well-made 48 of 195 deliveries. So a very patient innings. But it is definitely what was needed, that fight back in that middle to lower order. And that is what we have gone and seen, which I guess is promising in a way. But we still need the top order to do better, because they have done absolutely terribly, it must be said. We are going in an absolute snail's pace here, but it does seem to be working for the time being. Jason Holder finishes day number 3, 75 not out off of 273 deliveries. As I said, it is very, very slow, and we really just need, to be fair, someone to stick around with him so that he can, first of all, get to that 100. Second of all, make sure that we aren't going to bat again. But another one there that is going and cannoning in to middle stump. 25 runs required, and Holder is not going to get to the 100, which is a shame. He did deserve it here today. 75 off 280 deliveries. The Windies still 21 runs behind to avoid the follow-on, and they are once again, I think, not going to do it. I think we were required to follow on in the first test as well, and it shows already. I think Sri Lanka are the 7th ranked test side in this game at the moment. We are the 8th side, and it shows you the difference in caliber between us and the rest of the pack. And here we go once again. Kieran Powell, thank you for coming. You've gone and got yourself a start, and then you have gone and given your wicket away. That was not too bad of a ball, but again, 14 runs. He's got into double digits, and then they have gone and given it away. So hopefully we can see a little bit more of a fight here in the second innings at bat for us, and we can actually get some guys into some form. We do still have one more test match left to go after this here, so we could still potentially tie the series, and this is definitely going to help. Rain has stopped play, and 58 minutes have been lost. Now, what that means for the pitch and how we play will be interesting to see, but it has essentially knocked off a session, which isn't the worst thing in the world, because it means that we can potentially try and hold on here for the draw. Braithwaite gone, LBW for 40. Harath has picked up probably about his 10th wicket of the innings already. The man is an absolute magician. When he retires from the Sri Lankan side in this game, it's going to be a big sigh of relief for us, because it means that we're not going to go up against him. Roston Chase hasn't batted well at number 4 here today. That is an absolute peach of a ball. Outside leg has gone and clipped the top of middle stump, but again, a start. He's got 23, and then he's gone and got himself out. We need one of these guys who is making these runs early on in the game to stick around and try and get up over the 3 figures mark. Holder did it somewhat in the first innings, did make 75. That was the top score. But we just need one of the guys inside the top 4 to go and do it. Bravo's done it to a certain extent here today. He has gone and made 50 plus. He's gone for 60 off 188 deliveries. There's still 5 overs left to go in day number 4. We're going to probably be praying for some rain in day number 5. Otherwise, we could go down 2-0 in the series. It would make the 3rd test a dead rubber, which is not what we want to see. Hope gone for 13. You'd have to say that his spell in the test team might not be for too much longer, because he has had a very lean series with the bat so far, it must be said. But what a catch that is from Dick Weller. He's got Holder, the hero from the first innings, for 2. Sri Lanka still lead by 35 runs, and really we don't want to lose by an innings. That's the first goal. We've gone and knocked that off, which is good. But I must say, the Sri Lankans have been absolutely outstanding with the new ball. With the old ball, the spinners have been great. They've been turning it sideways, and this is going to be another very comprehensive win for the Sri Lankans, it must be said. Only 5 runs, 6 runs, whatever you want to call it, required. They've gone and got 4 of them in the first over, and as we can see, that one there has been nudged away to the outfield. It's only going to be 1, but that's all Sri Lanka need. Just the 6 runs required in the second innings for them to win by 10 wickets, and it has been a man of the match performance from Harath. He did only pick up 9, didn't pick up the 10 for, but once again, the bowling let the West Indies down, and so did the top order batting. Players get starts, but then don't go and carry that on. So as you can see, we have lost by an innings and 88 runs. We have lost by 10 wickets. We have got a 3rd and final test match coming up next episode, and we'll be looking to go and try and restore a little bit of pride to this West Indies side, because they have been quite seriously humbled in this so far. I was going to say we do have just test matches, right? And just for a heads up, after this we do go to Bangladesh come to us, so that will be interesting to see how that does go. We're still a couple of episodes away from that there. Probably won't end up recording the 3-day friendly because it's not really us, or the 1-day friendly, but we do have 2 tests, 3 one-day internationals and 3 2020 internationals on the horizon for this career mode save. Sorry that it has gone so badly so far, guys. 2 episodes, 2 losses. We'll be looking to change that come episode 3. Do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Any tips and tricks, let me know down below in the comments. And until next time, thanks for watching. See you soon.